I am Dr. Vanessa Gattis, and I'm the president and CEO of the Prince William County Community Foundation.
What inspired you to create the foundation?
Well, I was in the military at the time, so active duty, and just trying to decide what I wanted to do or how I wanted to advance my career. And fortunately, I had a dream, and it was the Lord that kind of just said he had something else for me. And so I decided to retire from the military after 30 years and started the foundation because I wanted to continue to serve, but I wanted to serve in my community. And so, what better way to serve in our community than to start a nonprofit organization to help the residents here in our community? So, that was the whole inspiration behind starting the foundation.
Can you tell me about the foundation?
So, the Prince William County Community Foundation, our whole mission is to help improve the quality of life for the residents here. And one of the things well, we have a couple of pillars that we look at. We look at education, where we give scholarships to high school seniors as they're getting ready to matriculate to higher education. We have health and wellness initiative where we look at the health, wellness, and financial wellness of our residents, because one of the things that we saw was that a lot of our residents was going outside of our community for different services when those services existed right here in our community. And so one of the things that we do is we bring health, wellness, financial resources together in one location, so that, and that's during our health and wellness expo, so that our residents can use these businesses and these different services, and not go outside of Prince William County. And then our other initiative that we have a philanthropic arm. So we give out scholarships, we give out grants, and we donate to different organizations here in our community that align with, our mission and our vision. And then our largest initiative that we have is our Chow Wagon initiative, which stands for Combating Hunger on Wheels. And so one of the things that we found was that about 14,000 kids in our community would go hungry during the summer months when school was out. And so that's what inspired us to start the Chow Wagon program. And so what we did is we would go into the neighborhoods and provide meals for these students over the summer months. And then it kind of expanded when COVID-19 happened. We expanded our Child Wagon program. And so we would set up at different school locations. We would go to bus stops. We would go into the neighborhoods, and we would take food to our most vulnerable population, to provide food. And it just really expanded from there. And so we would serve 3-4 times a week. And now we provide meals to our public schools, Prince William County schools, on a weekly basis. Sometimes anywhere from 500 backpack buddy bags to it could be hundreds of boxes of food for our residents, because we have quite a bit of food insecure residents here. And that's one of the things that we're trying to tackle is food insecurity here in our community.
How does it feel for you seeing the foundation make a positive impact in the community?
Oh, I tell you, it's wonderful, but we would not be able to do this without the partnerships and sponsorships of a lot of people. We've just hit our 10 million meal distribution. And so we've distributed 10 million meals to the residents here in our community. And that wouldn't have been possible without, organizations who come and they either donate money or they donate time. We have organizations who do sponsorship, and then the number of people here in our community who have volunteered their time and their services to help us to get to where we are. And so, I mean, it's significant for us to, just be embedded here in the community, and for our community to trust that, we have their best interests at heart, and are helping them to improve the quality of life for our residents.
And in Prince William County, they're creating a crisis receiving center for
Yes.
a mental health facility. What is it like being in a county that is moving the mental health conversation forward?
It's significant because, as we've seen all across the U.S., mental health is an issue. And, for our county leaders to make that a priority here in Prince William County is significant. Prince William County is one of the most affluent counties here in our state, and one of the largest in our state. And but all across our county, we have people who have mental health issues, and to have a place where they are able to go and get the necessary help that they need. And especially for our military members, me being a military veteran, and I'm also a veterans commissioner for our county. And so that's significant for us, because now we know that veterans and our residents will be able to go someplace where they can get the necessary help that they need to continue to live a normal life. I mean, if those services didn't exist, our hospitals will be filled with people, and sometimes there are people who don't know how to take care of our mental health residents. And so they will have people who specialize in mental health to be able to take care of our residents. So this is significant. It's huge. And I take my hat off to our county leaders for seeing that vision and pushing it forward to make it happen.
And you said you work in the veterans community. What is it like continuing to help your fellow veterans?
Well, I can tell you that Prince William County has one of the highest number of veterans in our state. With us having several military, active duty military installations, we're sandwiched between two active duty military installations. We have Marine Corps Base Quantico, and then we have Fort Belvoir. So we have a hodgepodge and a large number of military veterans, active duty, reserve, National Guard members here. And it's significant because, we want to know what the concerns are for our veterans, and we want to be able to provide those services for our veterans. Again, with a large concentration of military veterans here in Prince William County, we definitely want to provide those services that they need in order to continue to live a full and productive life.
And you said earlier about you do give grants to people trying to make a difference. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we look at organizations across Prince William County. There are a lot of nonprofit organizations that do some great work here. And, as you know, nonprofit organizations, we survive on grants and donations. And so one of the things that our organization wanted to do was help provide some funding for nonprofit organizations here in Prince William County. And so we take a look at their mission to make sure it aligns with what we are looking to do, and we provide grants to those organizations. We also sponsor what's called PWC Gives. And that's a 24-hour fundraising event that we do for nonprofit organizations and churches all across Prince William County. So in 24 hours, we help these organizations to raise as much money as they can. They pay a small registration fee, but any monies that they raise during that time, it all goes to that organization. And so like this year, we were able to raise almost $100,000 for 21 nonprofit organizations. And that money was spread across, those 21 nonprofit organizations. And so, our goal is to help provide funding for organizations that may not be able to get funding from other places. Now, we can't fund everyone,
Right.
but we try to fund as many as we can with, like I said, grants and sponsorships.
So you talked a little bit about mental health in the community, but what do you do to help your own mental health?
So, with me having retired after 31 years, um, you know, I enjoy being around the residents here and working in our nonprofits. That's what gives me joy. Of course, my faith, I attend church, and that definitely helps me to, just be able to be a well-balanced person. And then I love to travel. So I traveled last year. I went out of the country 3 times. This year, I've gone out of the country twice, just getting back from Europe. And so traveling and definitely my faith helps me to relax and deal with my own mental health. Fortunately, I've not had any mental health breakdowns or anything like that. But, we always do have to ensure that what we are doing in our daily lives will continuously and consistently help us to thrive and to, be the persons that God has created us to be. So, that's what helps me. Like I said, going to church, my faith, and traveling. I love it. If I could travel for the rest of my life, I would, because I love it.
When you started this, did you think, like, the chow wagon, did you ever think it would be over 10 million meals?
I didn't. I didn't put a number on it, but I'm a pretty competitive person. So, I knew that we were going to be successful. One of the things that I was told when we started our nonprofit was that new nonprofits don't survive after 5 years. Well, that's not us. We've survived. This is our 5th year, and we're continuing to go strong. And, we're just looking forward to continue to help out in our community. And we're looking to take the Chow Wagon, nationally. We don't want it to just be right here in Prince William County, because we believe what we have can help other communities all across the US. Because, the one thing that we know is that food insecurity is not going anywhere.
Right.
It was magnified during COVID-19. And, with the economy and the prices of food and all that going up right now, we have people who still need help. And so we believe that we have a solution to help communities with our Child Wagon program, to help families and help students to get food to those people who are food insecure. So, we're continuing to run with this, and hopefully we can help many, many more people all across the US with our Child Wagon program.
How can people reach out and learn more?
Well, you can go onto our website. Our website is www.pwccfoundation.org. We have a Facebook page. You can go onto our Facebook, and that's at PWCC Foundation. We have Instagram, same handle. PWCC Foundation, and we have a toll-free number, and that's 800-455-4773. And if anyone wants to reach out to me personally, they can send me an email at president@pwccfoundation.org.